Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So today I have an exciting video, guys, of what you can do instead of reacting and how to stop reacting. So yeah, I'm really excited to share this information with you. Of course, guys, you know what? We do have a free course, How to Find Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. It is free. The link is in the description. It's going to be able to help you find what is maybe blocking you and to change those thoughts and yeah, to help you build a mental diet. So definitely check that out. As well as, guys, I've got a course, Create the Relationship That You Love. It's how to recreate anybody in your reality. So definitely check that out. Completely exciting. So guys, yeah, I'm really excited about this video today. Oh, also, guys, we have a lot of sales on right now. Black Friday sales, Cyber Monday sales, Cyber Week sale, Thanksgiving sales. So definitely check it out. A lot of the coaches here have sales. So yeah, okay. So how to stop reacting and what to do instead of reacting. So, you know, reacting always comes from making something mean something, right? So for instance, let's say, you know, say your friend's having a party and then your friend cancels the party, and you know, maybe you react because you're upset because you really wanted to go to that party and to, you know, talk to somebody or meet somebody, right? In particular. So instead of reacting and being upset, you can always create, you know what, something better is going to actually happen. You know, this got canceled, but that means that something better is actually going to show up for me. So we choose what we get to react to, and usually we'll react when we give a situation a meaning, right? You know, so to stop ourselves from reacting, the first thing that I do is I tell myself, look, I created this. I can always change it. Right. And I try not to give things meaning, negative meaning in my reality, because when I give something a meaning, that's when I have the reaction. Right. But I think the most important thing to do, you know, when you do have anything in your reality and how you should react, or you could react, how I react is I look at something, and if I don't like it, I change it right away on the spot. So for instance, you know, let's say, you know, my SP, I want to go out on Friday, and instead he says, well, I'm busy, you know, we can't go out on Friday. I'm like, no, you know what? I intend that he's always free for me on Saturday or Friday. And in fact, you know what? Fine. If he's busy Friday, I intend he changes his plans and decides that he wants to hang out with me. So use everything in your reality. You know, when it shows up, if it's not what you want, use that opportunity to reaffirm what you actually want, right? So let's say that you're looking to manifest money, right? And you get a bill in the mail. You're like, yeah, you know what? For this bill, I'm going to get 10 more checks coming in the mail. You know, use whatever's in your reality, what shows up for you. If what shows up for you is not what you want, then take that opportunity to reaffirm what you want. Okay. So let's say, you know, Jerry's picking me up for, you know, to go somewhere and he's late. And then I'm like, no, I intend Jerry's always on time. And so in that moment, you know, even though Jerry was late and I've got to put up with that, instead of reacting to it, I'm creating, no, you know what, going forward, he's always going to be on time, because the more we resist him being late in the moment, the more likely we're creating it to happen in the future. So if we actually take that time and say, no, you know what? Okay, he was late this time, not a big deal. Guess what? We're still going to get there on time. And I intend that he's always on time going forward. Okay, make that your reaction. Make what your reaction is to unwanted circumstances is affirming the circumstances that you actually want. You know, it really helps, because it is in those moments when it's so crucial. When something shows up for you and you don't want it, well, that's that moment to go, okay, wait a minute, what do I want instead? And start affirming that. Invest your thought for what you want in tomorrow, right? So when you take that moment, and okay, let's say for instance, you know, your friend or whoever, someone you live with, never unplugged something, and every time you notice they plugged it in, used it, and haven't unplugged it, and every time you unplug it, you're like, I intend they unplug it when they're done. I intend they unplug it when they're done. Every time you see something in your that it plugged in and you don't want it to be, you unplug it and affirm that it is going to be going forward, rather than getting upset at it and reacting to it. Because if we get upset at it and react to it, we're only giving more power to what we don't want. We're focusing on what we don't want, right? So we just let what we don't want come in. We look at it and we're like, do we want that? No. Okay, let's say you've got a friend that always comes over and complains. And instead of reacting and getting upset at them for complaining, you simply reaffirm, you know what? Every time they come over, we have a pleasant conversation. Every time they come over, they always say wonderful things. Okay. And then you take that and then you move on, right? And then if they come over complaining again, no problem. You know what? Every time they come over, we always have a great conversation. I always feel good after they leave, right? And then if you keep doing that, eventually eventually, well, most of the time, quite quickly, they will show up differently for you, right? So it's when we, react to it and we just make it real, we give it way more power. So instead of doing that, just reaffirm what you want instead. So let's say, you have the relationship talk and your SP says, well, I never want to be in a relationship. Well, then, take that and say, no, I intend that they do want to be in a relationship. And if they say it again, that's fine. Intend they do want to be in a relationship, just intend and affirm in your head. So basically, right, when you make a declaration for something and you say, look, you know what, I want to be married to this person, I want to be in a relationship with them. And when you see anything like that's opposite coming to what that declaration is, you just simply accept it and change it right on the spot. So you're basically flipping and revising what you're seeing right on the spot. And it's the most powerful way to get things manifested quite quickly because you're on top of it. You're doing a mental diet, right? And by doing that, once you get in the habit of that, you'll be out of the habit of actually reacting negatively to your situations, right? So yeah, try it all day with things that you want. You go to park and there's paid parking, say, no, I intend to always get free parking, move on. For instance, you go to the grocery store, things are not on sale. You turn around and you say, next time I come to the grocery store, I intend everything I'm going to buy is going to be on sale. And just keep doing this like all day and start to see really, how your reality actually changes and shapes to all these thoughts. So I challenge you just for one day, revise anything on the spot that you don't like to see in your reality. Just try it for one day and see what happens, okay? So guys, yeah, that's my video. That's my exciting video. I do that all the time, and I find it really, really helps me. So I intend it helps all of you guys as well. So yeah. So guys, thank you very much for being here. Again, check out, there's a lot of sales. Link in the description. Definitely check that out. And yeah, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.